Today you're going to do some practices with me. It's just a nice time of year to spend some time on you. And so that's what our hope is for all of you who attend this week, is that you remember in the busyness of it all, that spending some time on you is so worthwhile. And sometimes you just need to detach from also the craziness of the holidays. It's not everyone's cup of tea. So sometimes you just need to separate from that. So whatever it is you need, this is just us giving something to you. So welcome to Holiday Harmony. Let's get started. I'll set a timer so I don't run late. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to start off with us paying attention. I don't know, I noticed myself at the weekend, I was very busy, and sometimes I felt I didn't hear a conversation all the way through, or I was distracted and did the usual, yeah, and then realized I didn't hear the full thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some mindful listening. We're going to see if we can just sit quietly wherever you are. It doesn't matter. You don't need to switch off lights, close doors. If there's noise around your environment, that's going to be just fine. But just sit comfortably in a chair on the floor. Your eyes can be opened or closed, you choose. And what I'd like you to do is try and breathe in and out softly through your nose. So breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. If your eyes are open, I recommend dropping your gaze downwards slightly. So what I'd like you to do is take a moment and listen to you. Listen to the sounds that you hear within you. Just take a moment. Observe, listen, be still, and see what you can hear within you. And then shift your focus just a little bit further afield. And I want you to see what you can hear within the room that you are. So what do you hear in your immediate environment? What sounds are going on around you? And again, just be quiet and still for a moment and see what you notice. And then once you've run out of sounds in your immediate environment, I want you to throw your net a little bit further now and see if you can hear sounds outside the room, or maybe outside the house or the building or wherever you are, right? What do you hear outside of where you're sitting? And let's take a moment to notice and observe those sounds. And then just before we finish this practice, come back to you. Refocus on the sounds within you. Notice your heart, your breath. Just hear your own sounds. And then if your eyes were closed, just open them and for a moment notice how that feels to really pay attention, to really become a mindful listener. So the next practice I'd like for us to do is just staying in your chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, you'll also be fine on the floor. Right at this moment in time, you don't need any space around you. We're going to do some eagle arms. This is a lovely way to, again, focus on your breath, to have some quiet, but also we're going to try and release some of the tension that sits within our neck and shoulders. If you're like the Pure Edge team right now, we're closing out our year. There's a lot to do. We're online, finalizing things, making sure we tidy up everything for the end of the year. And so this is a lovely way, if you are too doing that, to take a moment throughout your day and think, yeah, I'm going to release some of the tension that perhaps sits in my upper body. So I like to start off, because, you know, as I've told you before, I'm texting you all. So I like to start off with my cactus arms. So these are my cactus arms. Palms are facing forwards. My shoulders are relaxed. They don't need to be too high, just what feels comfortable for you. And then I want you to bring your arms towards each other. And what you're going to do is cross one. You choose right or left. It doesn't matter. One elbow crosses over the other. Yeah. So when you see from the side here, you can see my elbow just sits in the nook of my arm. And so you might find that you are here. This is just fine. You might find that you can actually get your hands a little bit closer together. Some of you might even be able to hook. You can see I've grabbed onto my thumb. You might be able to do that, but it's not important. So here, here, or hooking. And focus on your breath now before you do anything else. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And what we want to happen here is that we want for the arms to go upwards and then away from your nose. So whether they're open or closed, they're going to rise up and go slightly away from your body. And we're going to just stay here for a few breaths. So take a breath in and a breath out. If it feels too much of a stretch, then bring the arms down and back in slightly. If you start to feel your body releasing tension, then you might want to go up and further forward more. Just pick what works for you today. Breathe in and breathe out. Just taking one more breath wherever you're at, whatever feels good for you. Slowly inhale. Slowly exhale. As you inhale, release the arms. And as you exhale, bring your arms back down to your lap, to your desk, to the floor. I recommend giving your shoulders a roll backwards. And then a roll forwards. And then we're going to do it all on the other side, because everything you do on the right, you also do on the left. So bring your hands up. Here are your cactus arms, and this time remember to change arms. So we bring them together towards each other, and one elbow hooks into the other elbow. And you will notice that one side, right or left, is maybe more flexible or more tight than the other. So you might find that one side you can get the hands together and the other side you can't. So this is my stiffer side, as you can see. Those of you who again want to hook the hands, that's something you can do, and the hands go up and out. And focus on your breathing now. Breathe in and out. Slowly inhale. Here comes the sun. Slowly exhale. That would be right. Birds love to sit on a branch and enjoy the sun's rays. Breathe in and breathe out. Remember, you can soften off or go a little bit further just as you notice the changes in your body. As you breathe in, take your arms out to the side. And as you breathe out, just release the hands down. And for a moment, just before you do anything, I'm going to move my chair. What I'd like you to do is just notice how you feel. Observe any sensations in you, in your body. If you want to once again do the shoulder roll, that might feel really nice in your shoulders. And now I'm going to ask you to stand up. Erin and I like to chat a lot when we're planning these series that we run for a week. And so after I had spoken to Erin yesterday, I had a thought that Yeah, it's a holiday season. It means something different to all of us. So I thought I'd think about the season, which is like autumnal winter, and also the season, which is also for some of us a festive season. So the first standing piece that I'd like you to try with me today is a balancing pose, and we're going to do star pose. So the sky is darker now, there's so many stars in the sky, it's beautiful. And also people associate often this time of year with stars in their home as decorations on a tree. So whether Christmas tree is something you do, or whether you just enjoy the outdoors and the stars, this one is lovely. So you're standing with your feet hip distance apart. Breathe in and out through your nose. Relax your shoulders. Feel steady in your feet, but calm in your body. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to take your weight into your right foot. And I like to turn my right foot, and I'm switching this for you, out a little bit. So take the weight into your right foot and place your left tiptoe just on the floor beside you. So you're going out to the side. And inhale and take your arms up. Now you'll see the star. Now you can stay here and take a few breaths. Or maybe you feel a bit more like a shooting star. You can see if you can lift your toe off the floor. It's not important, it's just something fun to try. You can always tap it down at any time. And let's just take a few breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Strong arms, strong legs, steady breath. Breathe in and out. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, just release your foot down onto the floor. Balancing can be hard on our legs, so you might want to give your legs a little shake before we switch sides. So you're going to now take your weight into your left foot. I like to turn my foot out a little bit. I bring the weight into my standing leg and point my tiptoe out behind me. Now you can stay here. The arms come up as you make your star. And if we take a few breaths, just feeling the steadiness here for a moment. And you choose. Do you want to stay here? Would you like to raise up a little bit? Breathe in and out. Feel your foot pressing strongly into the floor. Lift out of your hips. Lift up into your fingertips. Breathe in. Ah, look, my star's shining. Wow. Breathe in. I'm a twinkle star. Breathe out. I was nearly going to be dressed as the elf on the shelf, but I'll save that for another time. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, release the foot. And you might want to shake out your legs just a little bit. Standing on one leg can be hard. So we're going to stay with this feeling of steadfastness, of strength, or balance, because oftentimes during any holiday season, we get thrown out of balance, and it's nice to bring it back in to our center again. So another practice that I thought would be nice for us is tree pose. So again, this time of year, the trees are either vibrant and green because they're evergreen, or they're losing all their leaves. So trees are beautiful just now, but also for some of us, trees are something that we associate with our holiday season. So again, wherever you're at, whatever feels nice for you, it's time to be any tree that you choose to be. So once again, I like to start on the right foot. So put the weight in the right foot and put the left tiptoe on the floor. Your hands go to your waist. So start to feel quite settled and steady here. And then let your knee, so that's going to be your left knee, drop out to the side. Now we can stay here. A couple of options is to take your tree pose upwards. Press down into the right foot, lift up. If you want to lift the foot a little bit higher, of course you can. So right now I've put my foot on my calf muscle. It's always a good idea to be below the knee, or if you want to really challenge yourself, you can see if you can go above your knee, but not on your knee. And find a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Relax your face. Even although balancing's hard. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your hands back down to your waist. And exhale to release that left foot. Let the hands come back down. This is mountain pose. Let's go on the other side. So now you're going to step your weight into your left foot. Put the right tiptoes on the floor, hands to the waist, knees out to the side. Focus on your breath. Press the foot into the floor and lift the arms upwards. And then you can stay just here, enjoying the moment. You can place your foot on your calf muscle. Stay steady in the breath, or if you want to try challenging your balance, and remember, if you're standing close to something, you could use a wall or a chair to help you balance. It's going to help you find stability, and then let it go when you're ready. It's whatever works for you. Breathe in and out. Breath in, breath out. Oh, so nice. Breathe in. So challenging. Breathe out. As you inhale, bring your hands onto your waist. See if you can stay steady and strong. And don't worry if you wobble. It's no big deal. And then as you exhale, come back to standing mountain. Wow, that was a lot. So what we're going to do now is take some well-deserved rest. So, just like Mr. Gus, he knows what rest is all about. So I'm going to come down onto the floor and you will see me in a minute. There we go. You can sit with your back against a wall, you can stay in your chair, or you can do like me and lie on the floor. Now, a couple of options here are just being very comfortable. This is almost like our star pose, but on the ground. Some of you might find for your lower back that doesn't feel so good. So bring the feet in, have them wide, and let your knees come together. If this feels very uncomfortable, then stay in a chair, stay seated, but have your back supported. And we're going to take a few minutes for some rest. Close your eyes, relax your body, relax your face. Relax your throat, your neck, and your jaw. Relax your right arm and your right hand. Relax your left arm, your left hand. Relax your abdomen and soften your lower back. Relax your right leg and your right foot. Relax your left leg, your left foot. Relax your whole body and just stay aware of your breath. Relax your whole body and just focus on your breath. Now, if being in rest feels really good, then why don't you stay there for a little while longer? You don't have to leave. But if you have things to do, places to be, people to see, then just start to move your fingers and toes, open your eyes, and slowly bring yourself back to a seated position, either on the floor or in a chair. Thank you so much for having me and the Team Pure Edge as part of your afternoon. That felt really good, and I hope that it was a little reminder that during this holiday time, taking some time for you is nourishing and kind of wonderful. Now, Erin is here with you tomorrow at the same time for day 3 of our holiday harmony, so don't miss it. Be here for some new and different strategies, and I'll be back on Thursday. So until the next time, take care, take self-care, and toodle pip.